Hey, Instagram. Oh, hey, Facebook. I love going live with you guys and popping on one and then the other because it's always delayed. So, thank you guys for jumping on with me today. I'm excited and a little like my heart is beating just a little bit because I feel like what I'm going to share with you today is going to change your life just as much as it changed mine. So I wanted to kind of briefly share my story with oils. And hey, Jess. So it's been almost 5 years, you guys. Almost 5 years that we've been using oils now in my home. And 5 years ago, in July, we first experienced the oils, and I went to a class. We sat around, we passed oils around. My friend Sarah was the one that taught it, and I remember thinking, these are kind of fun, they're kind of different. Maybe someday I'll use them, but I'm not really sure if I believe in them yet. But she sent me home with a roller bottle, just like this, with Balance and Serenity in it. And she asked me like, what do you want? What can I make you? Because she was going to make me a custom roller bottle. And I was like, I don't even know. So I explained to her that I was going to be leaving the next day to go to New Mexico to visit my friend. And we were going to drive, just the kids and I. And at that point in time, my daughter was about 18 months, my son was 3, and my older son was 6. So, as you can tell, they were all young. They all had to go to the bathroom together. We had to go in public bathrooms on the way. I couldn't send them in without me. My daughter still slept in a crib, used a passy, sat in a car seat. To their benefit, they were good travelers, but still, that's I think it's a 15-hour drive on paper, let alone all the stops. So she said, oh girl, you cannot take that road trip without Balance and Serenity. So we took it, and it literally, I felt like every time we were going to have a meltdown, every time I was getting stressed out, every time we were tired and just overwhelmed and anxious and all of the things that come with traveling, come with toddlers, come with babies, all of that, every time that we used this, and I remember it rolling around on my the console in between your two car seats in the front, rolling around. I had it right there the whole time. And we used it every time that I had, that we felt like that, or they felt like that, or I thought that they felt like that, or whatever. And it literally changed. It started to change the chemistry in my body. And it really is true. Now that I know what was happening, it changed the balance of hormones in my body. And I didn't know how bad I felt until I felt better. So fast forward, I'm using this for about 6 months, just straight. Every time I would feel overwhelmed, every time I'd feel anxious, every time my kids would want to have a meltdown, I pretty much just put this on 24/7 when I was first using it. And for the first 6 months that I was using oils. And literally, I started to realize that the things that I used to get overwhelmed about no longer bothered me, or I would just chalk them up to typical kid stuff. So things like, kids grabbing a bucket of crayons and accidentally spilling them all, or a kid walking by something and knocking it off just to see it fall. Typical kid things, or being really loud, or telling each other jokes and being silly at the table, or not wanting to eat their different foods at the table, or whatever it was. And it got to, those things were making me crazy before. They were literally, I would be kind of pulling my hair out or feeling like they were stressing me out. But then I started using the oils and literally started to see the change. And I look back over it and realize that it was all about the oils. The oils were changing my life day in and day out. And I feel like I passed that roller bottle around, made people roller bottles over and over again, that were feeling the same way that I was feeling, right? That were feeling anxious and overwhelmed, and that the hormones that go with having 3 babies and your body adjusting, or getting done nursing and your body recovering from that, or whatever it was, that those were the things that I didn't realize everybody else struggled with too. I didn't realize that probably 95% of our world, especially in the US, I think, deals with some type of overwhelm like that. Like literally, we don't talk about it. We don't share our feelings. If you get labeled as something, it's a label and people look at you funny. And so I realized that I had a precious gift in my hands, and I wanted to start sharing that gift, and literally just started to pass that. I'd make people up a roller bottle like that anytime they would privately share with me their feelings. And it started to change people's lives. And now this thing has grown into this business of changing people's lives. And every day I stay at work and I have another roller bottle that I'm making for a friend today, and I'm going to bring it to her this weekend because she's worth it. And I know that these oils can change her life, just like they changed mine. So I just wanted to share that with you. There's so many other ways that you can use this oil. It's today, since I kind of just jumped into my story, today's BOGO. Buy a Serenity, get a Balance free. Balance, literally, I can open it up when I'm driving and just smell the bottle and feel the difference. But there's so many different ways that you can use Serenity. Serenity in our house, every single day or night, Paul uses it to go to sleep. My daughter, who's a night owl, she uses it to go to sleep. My dad uses it. My mom uses it. My sister uses it. If the kids are extra wired, we'll roll it on their back. We'll put it in the diffuser almost every single night. It's just one of those oils that literally, I think we probably go through at least a bottle, maybe 2, sometimes in a month, because and there's like 250 drops in there, so it lasts quite a while. We just have 5 people, we use it a lot. So it's just one of those oils. And then Balance, it is phenomenal as well. It literally, if you Google doTERRA Balance, and there's a video that comes up that will show you how, when you put it on your skin, and I'll do this in classes too, I'll put it on the skin, one side, one wrist, and have them watch both wrists. And the one side that they put the Balance oil on, the veins pop up to the skin. It's like just absorbing it all. They get all dark and then, but in that video, you'll see how it actually, at first it's the blood cells, and they're all kind of going like this, crazy, clumping together, and you can tell that the person there's something going on. They put the Balance oil on, and the oil and the cells all separate and start just slowing down and smoothly going through the system like they should. So it's crazy. It's crazy to watch. So, you can use these oils for so many different ways, like stomach upset, bug bites, car rides when you're feeling anxious. You can use it for mood, for hormones, there's a whole line that has Balance in a a soap bar for men. We can make cologne and perfumes. Don't even get me started on that. You can use it for a linen spray, a sheet spray. Just smelling it, just having it on a necklace or a scarf or something, even on your hair, creates that. There's so many ways to use it. So I wanted to just share that with you. I hope that it's beneficial. I'll be posting more about it, but I'm going to